Hi, Scorpio Moons. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Carrot 144, very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Scorpio, unlimited to anyone who should find this message, or should this message find you. For your reading, I will be doing a 9-card spread, this also being known as How's It Going Down, and then we'll do a major arcana, and then I'll shuffle a card from the deck that I just made here that has the lunar phases and zodiac signs. Everything's been pre-shuffled. I'm not taking reversals. Let's go ahead and begin. I hope everybody is doing very well. Happy March to those catching this in March. Let's get your first card for Scorpio Moon. Nine of Cups. Next card for Scorpio Moon. For the World card, Six of Wands. Ooh, that's pretty neat. Okay, and then let's get your third card for Scorpio Moon. Next card for Scorpio Moon. Two of Swords. Next card for Scorpio Moon. I think I know where this story's going. Six of Swords. Next card, Scorpio Moon. This will be the fifth card. Scorpio Moon. Ace of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Next card. For Scorpio Moon. Three of Cups. Ace of Wands. Next card for Scorpio Moon. Four of Cups. Queen of Swords. Alright, next card for Scorpio Moon. Next card for Scorpio Moon. King of Swords. Oops. The Chariot. Page of Cups. Scoot that up. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, let's get your final card here for Scorpio Moon. Final card for Scorpio Moon. Final card for Scorpio Moon. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's a lot of cards, but we'll see what we have. There was a great energy. I don't know if you noticed that burst of energy, but I got climax with that. And then three of those cards fell right on the Three of Cups and the Ace of Wands, where the Ace of Wands is going to be a very sexual energy. So here we have the Ten of Wands, High Priestess, Death card. I get a busybody, metaphysical energy, spiritual leader, teacher. And then I do see another connect in here too, but take what resonates for the letters that are there along with the moon and the stars. And then Death card being a transformer. And I do get this being the Three of Cups energy. Empress. Who I also get as the feminine energy, so we'll just go ahead and add that there. And then I'm getting this being the energy of the masculine, given that this fell on top here. The Empress, I do believe, I was getting an apology here. So I do believe that this is about an apology that may be coming towards the Empress here, being connected to a masculine energy here. I'll explain what I'm getting here once we assess all the cards here. But here we have the Wheel of Fortune, this being a very abundant energy. This also being about things beginning to turn and turn in your favor. I do feel that things have always been turning in the favor of one. It just depends on the perspective. And I did kind of get that as the underlying message for your reading. This will be a card of 10. Next card will be the Hermit. Two of Wands. The Ace of Cups. And this was in reverse. Well, I'm not taking reversals though. So we have the Ace of Cups. And then the Seven of Cups. I'm getting very dreamy state, fantasizing, telepathic communication as well here. Seeing that with the cups here, and we do have 8 cups that are here. There's also 8 cups that are here too. I don't get these necessarily being together though. And this just may speak to the amount of love. I'm getting strong Cancerian energy for this masculine energy here. Now we do have a light over the 8 energy here. 8 is going to be a representation here for you, but I don't get this being Scorpio energy. I get this being good karma. That's what I get there. And I feel the need to leave this just like this here. This is a great spiritual enlightenment, journey quest type situation. Chastity will be important here. I do feel that this kind of speaks to the mirroring energy between you and someone else here. You both have the chastity belt on. That's speaking to respecting yourselves, knowing that you're on a spiritual journey and quest, magnetizing towards you what is meant for you, who is meant for you, and not sleeping with everyone, knowing that you are in a spiritual connection. But this being also very important as far as energy here too, and then the representation connected to God and the color red and what that really means. Okay, so this is a really, really beautiful spread that we have here. Let's see what's on the bottom. I kind of seen this before it actually, before these cards came out. I could feel the energy. There's a lot of love here. And again, it's going to go back to perspective of one, but we do have the King and Queen of Swords here, where I do get two very integral persons, and it going back to this connection here. Oh, look at that. Lovers on the bottom. How pretty. How pretty. That's a card of Gemini. It's also about a choice. And then that High Priestess card that I showed, those two pillars look very similar. I'm getting matching and mirroring energy for that as well, speaking to the lettering and how that's a mirroring effect here for this card here, where I get that masculine energy being very significant with the eye contact, holding on to their woman, and this connection being right here. So let's leave this here because this is what I'm getting here for this Two of Swords. We'll just go ahead and start here instead of... First of all, you got freaking wish fulfillment. Wish was granted. So that's amazing. Congratulations. This is great. This is wonderful fulfillment. Walking away from what does not serve towards what does. But I feel that doesn't even matter. The fact that the Nine of Cups is here, because what I get with this Eight of Cups is something completely different. It may even be that Ace of Cups and that Seven of Cups may also represent what I picked up here. This is a new beginning. This is also about completion with the Nine. So I guess we should start here because that's going to be significant with this being your first card and you beginning this journey with wish fulfillment. So what I'm going to do, because I know we went across this way, but the cards are going to be read this way. So underneath the Nine of Cups here, we do have that energy where I feel that focus is being taken away from the Eight of Cups and walking away from what's unemotionally fulfilling. And I'm getting travel. I'm getting travel. I'm getting that a lot with the Eight of Cups and then also with the Six of Swords. And with the swan energy, the swans are also a symbol for twin flames. You have counterpart energy where I do get divine union being here. And you both being very strong mirroring energies. With the sword energy, this is going to be great intellect, wit, sensible about one's business, having great sense of humor. Knowing when it's time to get down to business. This just being about clarity, integrity, honesty, truth, gaining greater knowledge and wisdom, and having a significant aura of air where you're able to be all. So being in all places. I also get here too, and that being connected to the energy of Vishnu, who is a derivative of Shiva. 6 energy is going to be unconditional love. The 9 energy, I get connected to the spirituality and the abundance of Jupiter. And so then the 4 cups and the Queen of Swords, I get this 4 cup energy, being the King of Sword here, sipping from the cup of divine, taking the opportunity and tapping into Bay, making a choice here too. And then I even noticed similar energy with the mushrooms in the Empress card over here, where we have mushrooms here too, and that red being significant, connected to the cup. And then the 4 energy is going to be connected to Cancerian energy, where I did pick that up with the cups, connected to the masculine. And then the 4 also will be the Emperor energy and the minor arcana. So with the Emperor connected to the cups, this just confirms what I got here for this masculine here, and them being a very loving person, a very stable person, very secure, and heavy into love, deep into emotion. And I do feel this kind of complements the energy of being next to the Queen of Sword here, to be the love for this Queen of Sword, as this Queen of Sword is being in the Queen of Sword state here in this particular row here. Being each other's wish, and then your wish is being fulfilled and granted. That's so pretty. So then the next row, and what I got here are 2 people here. And what I basically got, now this is another travel energy here. And then the 6 of Wands will be about success, but I didn't get that. I got the masculine energy, seeing this Empress energy. This is going to be the World card, a card of 21 that creates a 3. This feminine being their world, the Empress. So that 3 will just go to the 3 here from the major arcana of the Empress here. That landed here on this energy here, where I do get that being about an apology. This could even be, I'm getting a baby here too, as I do see like a womb energy here, and then the baby, and then the Empress energy also being here, where the Empress doesn't necessarily have to be about pregnancy, but birthing something new. But given that this card fell right on top of the Page of Pentacles, initially I got apology, but this could be also to a baby, with that womb energy also being there as well. So the 6 of Wands energy, I do get that being the masculine energy of someone who's in the public eye. They may be a star. I do see, I get strong mirroring energies. Like I see certain symbols and signs as I speak on the masculine, where I get it being connected to the feminine. Or even here, at the top of this wand here that's being held by the masculine here. Strong fire is going to be here. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and Ophiuchus, but great similarity here with what's at the top here of this wand here, connected to the Empress energy that I see there. And then I was going to say I see it here as well. And then even here at the crown of the King of Sword here, as they sit on their throne. So then the energies of what I get here, this being an Ace of Pentacles, this just being about the abundance I feel that's shared between you both, and this being a part of the wish fulfillment and the new start of abundance. And then traveling, having a good time, doing what lovers do, and creating. I'm even getting like romance in the moonlight. Like I see 3 cups spilled, I feel it's, not focusing on those three cups, not focusing on any of those cups, but being focused. And I think that's why I'm getting travel. Because there's three cups here that aren't being seen. There's three cups that are spilled here. I just, for some reason, all these cards want to be distinct and don't want to really be associated unless they're actually being called to do so. Because now what I'm seeing here too are these cups are gold, and they don't even look like these cups. So we'll just stay focused here. And again, I feel that's going to be the underlying message for your reading here, your focus. But having great, abundant new, traveling, dancing in the moonlight, possibly creating a child here, reproducing, or this just being an apology. Some kind of special, what's the word? Special way of showing one's feelings is also what I'm getting there too. And actually putting in the action of making an offer here too is also what I'm getting. Pages are about messaging. And so then with the King of Swords being here, the Chariot, and then the Page of Cup, I just get this being, again, the couple. And then this, I feel most likely with the two, this may even be twins. Because we have two energies of pages here. And I see you both here, like you're together and everything. But mainly here, what I got here was love being shared between two. King of Sword being the energy complement to the Queen of Sword. And I feel that this is the Queen of Sword here, where the King of Sword is here. The Queen of Sword being here as a victor. I do feel this may be connected to past lifetime energy, and maybe that's why we have so many inferences of you both being here in different settings in different ways. And then the Page of Cup, again, I just get being about love being shared and expressed between you two. This being great foundation here too, because this is going to be about what's beneath the surface and the root. So the strong foundation that you're building to continue on and build up overall to wish fulfillment, great success, and working together as a team. That's what I got here for the Two of Swords. So King of Swords being a mighty badass, representing truth and clarity. I do feel, again, the energy of attraction and the masculine seeing the feminine as their world. I get this being important here in the Chariot here too. This is a very balanced energy, and that may be very attractive, and what's attractive to the King of Swords in this particular situation at this time. But having great attraction and magnetism, sitting pretty, and being carried. This is, I get strong royalty here with the Chariot. And with the balance energy, I do get the High Priestess and the Hierophant energy also too. The 5 being the Hierophant and the High Priestess being the 2. But I do see possible twins, and that could just speak to the energy of twin flames, but then also to fated situation here. And it doesn't have to be twins either. It could be 2 children. Okay, so then the next row, the Two of Swords at the top here. The first thing that came to me was the Sensual Wicca Tarot and that Two of Swords. I don't have that card to show, but I'll explain it. It's going to be 2 people, masculine and a feminine, who are kind of seaside, where I do believe that the sun is shining, or it's either setting, and they're both holding a sword right here. Both holding a sword. and they're creating an X, like they're standing and facing each other, holding these swords to create an X. I see that as this here. With it being over the moon, I do feel that being significant to your moon sign energy. I feel it also speaks to great partnership, having great clarity, being protected by divine, and then also having a great sense of protection for yourselves, and being strong and not allowing outside influences to influence you and your heart and what you feel and what you believe and what you think. And being very, very strong in this. Great partnership. So that Two of Swords is going to be the two-sword representation of the King and the Queen. Working together. And this being the agreement between you two. And so then underneath here, we have the Three of Cups, where I get this being about great celebration and happiness. Six of Cup energy I do see with the primary colors being here, and those being very strong colors in the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck. That Six of Cup card, I get that being connected to this, and this speaking to as strong soulmates, and this being a very strong nostalgic energy as well, and also a part of the attraction. And so what I'm also getting is the Three Cups being representation of being next to your man, and then and for this Queen of Sword here. And so what I get there too is the representation of the feminine being represented here, like you're always together. Even the Six of Cup color energy could be the feminine energy of the masculine given to the feminine, as that Six of Cup representation here, as a part of the happiness overall of the Three of Cups, because this is a very happy card. And so then the card next to it is going to be another ace, the Ace of Wands. And I got very strong, passionate energy when it comes to the masculine, and this being a part of the attraction. And I do see very similar energy where I get Mars energy here, and I see that at the crown of the Empress here. But this is also a spark and a new beginning, more of the new beginning connected to the abundance of having both money and love. And it being very strong and not just being some bland, manifested, put together creation. This is very meticulous, strong, dedicated over time, a lot of patience given, as it's many lifetimes here, is also what I get there. So long time manifestations coming into the fore here. And then let's not forget the beauty of this Lover's card that you have here of you both together. That's so freaking pretty. So then we have the Empress, the High Priestess, Ten of Wands, the Death card. And I kind of explained these already, where I get this just being about the level of attraction connected to the Divine Feminine, and then having a lot on their plate. Tens are about endings. So this is going to be, I do feel the end of what we see here, going into the new beginnings of the ones with the aces. And then this just, I feel this strongly speaks to the Divine Feminine being a transformative energy, and being a transformer, and this being connected to their spirituality. And possibly also attraction. It is. That's what I just heard. Alright, and then the masculine energy, Hermit, Two of Wands, seeing the light. The abundant path. So we see the, I want to say the antelope. But we have that here with the ace connection here. And I feel that this is about divine showing the way. I even see pyramids and this being connected to the past life energy, awakenings, awakenings to your bay for the masculine, divine masculine. And then you have another ace. This is so pretty. Another ace full of love, the abundance, more of the abundance. The fish are swimming. There's a lot of happiness, um, a lot of understanding, being seen for who it is that you are. Strong Cancerian energy again is coming through. Great deep emotion and heartfelt. Lunar phase energy, I do feel that just speaks to the strong moon energy that I got here with the Two of Swords and the connect, but also the transitional and transformative energy that's taken place from within, connected to enlightenment. And then the Seven of Cups, I just get this being dreamy energy. This is a card of Pisces, but this could be about the love that the masculine has for the feminine. And then I also was picking up this just being the telepathic communication. And this was the card that was on top, the Wheel of Fortune, where this hermit energy, this person, this public eye person, this may be connected to it, but I feel that their overall existence is going to be this representation where their chart, their birth chart, is just completely off the charts, connected to abundance. I feel this is applicable for both divine feminine and divine masculine, and that's why you're both counterparts. Because I see very strong marrying energy here. This being the Venus symbol, and we got Mars here. And then I see Mars here. This is destiny. What's written in your charts, what's written in the stars, this is destiny. This is so pretty. So I'm going to leave this. Let's see, we'll put this right underneath here. But I was going to say too, this person isn't materialistic. They love comforts and luxuries. This is going to be another 9. But I also feel their soul. Put their souls first. That's what comes first. And that Ace of Cups is going to represent that too. Having self-love and not being materialistic. Possibly being very frugal. Or being in position from past situations that have led one to really get down to the basis of all. And just choosing at times to be comfortable rather than to be flashy. But good karmas, I do get here. This is so pretty. Alright. And then the Lover's card is a card of 6 here. Representing unconditional love. And very interesting enough, when I had spoken on the underlying theme of your reading, and it being about what it is that you choose to see in your perspective, this is a card of choice. You and another person choosing what it is that you wish to see in your world. I'll even show you what I channeled for you here. This is so pretty. Oh, I don't want to tear that. I almost tore it up. Okay, Scorpio. So, I'm going to use this as a hashtag, I think. At first, it was going to be, he makes me say, yeah, yeah, yeah. And we can see that here. And then, I also got giving your love, time, and attention to those who deserve it. I like this one. We'll see. But that's cute. Yeah, so this completes your beautiful reading of love. I'm glad that this message came out in the way that it did. It's very needed and very necessary. Get your major arcana card for Scorpio moon. You have the Lovers card. And the Hangman on the bottom, we have the Empress. So you have the Empress twice. Powerhouse, confirmation, birthing something new. The Sun of Illumination going to be important as we have the Sun here for the backing and the Empress card here. But I do also get this being you both here. A choice being made to have greater perspective. Hangman is about greater perspective. Enlightenment as well. So I do get the Divine Masculine being connected here too. But and as I say that, I'm noticing the energy of 33, where we have 3 here and 3 here. The 3 and the 3 add up to the 6. Do you have the Lovers card twice? And I don't feel that the depictions of a lot of this art are going to pertain. This could be even about past life energy and outside influences that have affected the length and the time of this actually coming together. And as I say that, this 3D traditional sense of the Hangman and stagnancy is coming through. That's not happening here for you. This is divine conduit energy, and then also again having greater perspective and making a choice, choosing to have greater perspective, choosing to come together in a connection and loving each other. Again, 33 and 6. Maybe seeing 336, 633, or 66. Take what resonates. The 6s are going to be unconditional love here too as well. Virgo energy, and that just goes back to the Hermit card. The Hermit is a card of Virgo. And then the 3s are going to be Magician energy. But we also have 369 energy very strongly here, with the 9 of Cups being your very first card. Hermit card being a card of 9, going back to the association of Virgo. 6 of Wands being here. The World card being a card of 3 with the 21. You create your world. And I feel that this may be too speaking to the strong Empress energy, representing this here too as well. Being the birther of creations. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Scoot this up. We'll set these here. Let's get your final card for Scorpio moon. For Scorpio moon. Alright, beautiful. We have new moon, which is upcoming here with a solar eclipse associated with it. Here it says it's about instinct, new beginning, seed, and then the keywords for new moon are going to be emerge, renew, generate, plan, establish, initiate, awaken. Ooh, let's see what's underneath. Beautiful. We have balsamic. So these go hand in hand here. The balsamic energy is right before the new moon. So with balsamic, this is about compost, dormancy, dream time, and prayer. Keywords for balsamic moon are integrate, allow, nourish, dissolve, and aspire. So I would say kind of blend into these energies, embrace these energies. We are coming away from a full moon where it's in disseminating phase. That will lead us into the last quarter moon that then heads into the balsamic moon, which then leads to the new moon. So allow these energies to flow through you. That's even given me that energy from the Ace of Cup. And this is what I was going to do here too, because you have these beautiful aces here. And then I was also thinking too about that Ace of Sword that wasn't present. Each of you are holding the Ace of Swords here and together, and this Two of Sword here. So I feel that that's very important, speaking to that and the teamwork that's making the dream work for you both. I even want to do this here. And let's see what's on the bottom. We have Leo. Yes. And then here it says, so fine. Color for Leo will be orange. And then the Leo energy, which I do feel is being encouraged to be embraced. The lunar eclipse, full moon, was in the sign of Leo. So this being very significant. Utilize the Leo energy and the best way that you know how to continue to be in this energy and your wish fulfillment. So underneath here, I have written here, it says, be brave, have courage. You're the star. Shine, shine, shine. Royal and loyal one. And this is the energy of 5. Contract energy, Hierophant energy to the High Priestess. That's what I get. But this being also transformative energy. So I get the transformative energy of the Empress and then the Hierophant energy from the Divine Masculine. And you both, this is so pretty. Being right here. Scorpio moons, this was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers, and until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. Peace.